What's up, IG peeps? We're talking foam rolling here for the calves, a spot a lot of people tend to neglect. We get messages from runners specifically. They'll say they have shin splints, and a lot of times it's tied to because the calves are so tight and lack of obviously stretching, mobility, and foam rolling. So I'm going to walk through the most popular way we choose to roll the calves here and a few different variations you can try. And if you have not done this, you put yourself on the roller and really dig down. The calves are one of the most tight and neglected spots you can find on the body. So typically how we start, and the way that I feel you get the best kind of soft tissue work, is start with the roller on kind of where the Achilles is. I'm going to take my leg, so my right leg tends to be the work leg. I'm going to take this left leg and I'm going to layer it on top of it. If you want to think of your calves as kind of like steps on a ladder, right? So section one would be like just where like your Achilles comes down to where your shoe is. So like step one would be here, step two, step three, and step four. And so what we do is we tell people to, instead of rolling front to back, which does work, and there is a variation we can show for that, I like to go basically kind of that cross fiber stretching. So it's going to wiggle from left to right, kind of on that step number one, and just dig down into it. Now, if you guys do this, for most people, it's not terrible. If you want to, you can actually elevate your butt off the floor and then really dig down. So you're taking the entire weight of your body weight as you kind of push into it. Now, typically for most people above a foot, this low portion isn't bad. So I have them scoot their butt up a handful of inches. Now you're talking kind of that step number two area as I really let that leg lay in front. And now I'm going to go side to side. Even for me now, I can feel the split as it kind of digs down into it. I'm just like you guys. I do as much mobility as possible. And again, I think you could probably do 2 hours a day, and it still wouldn't be enough. So as I take a couple passes on step two, I scoot the butt forward. Now, as you get in kind of the meat of your calf, kind of that midpoint between kind of where the knee and the ankle is, that's where shit gets real pretty fast. And again, you guys take your time. It doesn't got to be done very quick, slow, and controlled is fine. Again, you can mess with the tempo and the speed of it, but I like to really dig down. If you find any tight or trouble spots, you can let it sit there for a split second, even go a little, flexion extension, if you will, and then again, kind of pass through, then obviously move up to step number four. Again, you guys take the pass as you need to, and then you can obviously work your way back down. That's probably my favorite way to roll the calves and really dig in. For some of you guys, you might like to go the single leg version. Again, it can be as I wiggle back, or you guys can go front to back and really kind of mess with it. If you find the spots that are tight, again, take your time, slow it down, really work through it. Again, if you find the spots that are hot, spend more time there and kind of work your way into it. But again, that's probably my favorite way. Again, really simple, really basic. For most of you, time-wise, spending anywhere from 2, 3, 4 to 5 minutes per calf, per leg, depending on which ones are tight or bother you. And again, if you do have things like shin splints, oftentimes it can be a culprit because the calf will actually pull, and it's pulling it tight just because they are so bound up. And so again, give this a shot, throw it in anytime, beginning, middle, end of your workout. Anytime works. When you're sitting at home watching Netflix, just hanging out, instead of just being on your ass, go ahead and roll the calves. And I promise you guys, you'll move better and feel better, and it makes a huge difference over time. So anything else you guys want to hear or see from me, shoot me a message. We'll throw this up on the JeremyScottFitness YouTube page as well. But again, if you have something that's bothering you, hey, Jeremy, how would you roll this, or how would you work through it? Comment below. I'm happy to record it if we can, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.